Chapter 8, Test, page 1. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. Annette has 1/4 yard of fabric. She cuts it into 3 equal pieces. What fraction of a yard is each piece of fabric? A. 1/12 yard. B. 1/8 yard. C. 1/2 yard. Or D. 3/4 yard. Number 2. 4 friends share 3 apples equally. What fraction of an apple does each friend get? A. 2/3. B. 3/4. C. 1 1/4. Or D. 1 1/3. Kyle made a loaf of banana bread. Number 3. Kyle made a loaf of banana bread. He gave equal portions of 1/2 of the loaf to 4 friends. What diagram could Kyle use to find the fraction of the whole loaf of banana bread that each friend got? Number 4. Tina has 1/4 of iced tea. 1 quart of Number 4. Tina has 1/2 quart of iced tea. She pours the same amount into each of 3 glasses. Which equation represents the fraction of a quart of iced tea, N, that is in each glass? A. 1/2 divided by 1/3 equals N. B. 1/2 divided by 3 equals N. C. 3 divided by 1/2 equals N. Chapter 8, Test, page 2. Number 5. Jamie has 3 pounds of hamburger meat. He wants to make hamburger patties that each weigh 1/4 pound. What diagram could Jamie use to find the number of patties he can make? Number 6. Celia has 1/3 kilogram of trail mix that she will divide evenly into 3 bags. Which diagram could Celia use to find the fractional portion of a kilogram of trail mix that will be in each bag? Number 7. Eli made 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cut each one into fourths. How many 1/4 sandwiches pieces did Eli have? A. 1/8. B. 2 1/4. C. 4. Or D. 8. Number 8. Which story can be represented by 6 divided by 1/3? Rita has a piece of ribbon. A. Rita has a piece of ribbon that is 1/3 foot long. She cuts it into 6 pieces, each the same length. How many feet long is each piece of ribbon? B. Rita has 6 pieces of ribbon. Each piece is 1/3 foot long. How many feet of ribbon does Rita have in all? C. Rita has a piece of ribbon that is 6 feet long. She cuts it into pieces that are 1/3 foot long. How many pieces of ribbon does Rita have? D. Rita has a piece of ribbon that is 6 feet long. She cuts it into 3 pieces. How many feet long is each piece of ribbon? Chapter 8, Test, page 3. Number 9. Samara solved 1/5 divided by 10 by using a related multiplication expression. Which multiplication expression did she solve? A. 5 times 10. B. 1/5 times 10, C, 5 times 1/10, or D, 5 times 1/10. 1/5 times 1/10. D, 1/5 times 1/10. Number 10. Clyde made lasagna for dinner last night, and 1/3 of it was left over. Clyde will share the leftover lasagna equally with his brother for lunch. What diagram could they use to find the fraction of the whole lasagna that each will have for lunch? Number 11. 12 friends share 4 pizzas equally. What fraction of pizza does each friend get? A, 1/12, B, 1/3, C, 1/4, or D, 1/2. Number 12. Which story can be represented by 3 divided by 1/4? A, Rob bought 3 pounds of roast beef. He made sandwiches for a picnic and used 1/4 pound of roast beef in each sandwich. How many sandwiches did Rob make? B, Rob made 3 sandwiches. He put 1/4 pound of roast beef in each sandwich. How many pounds of roast beef did Rob use? C, Rob bought 1/4 pound of roast beef. He made 3 sandwiches for a picnic. How many pounds of roast beef did Rob put in each sandwich? D, Rob bought 3 pounds of roast beef. He used 1/4 pound to make a sandwich for a picnic. How many pounds of roast beef does Rob have left? Chapter 8, Test, page 4. Number 13. Ben is making a bread that calls for 5 cups of flour. He only has a 1/2 cup measuring cup. How many times will Ben need to fill the 1/2 cup measuring cup to get the 5 cups of flour? A, 2/5, B, 2 1/2, C, 7, or D, 10. Number 14. Jordana baked 4 apple pies. She wants to share them equally among 3 of her neighbors. What fractional part of the pies will each neighbor get? A, 3/7, B, 3/4, C, 1 1/3, D, 2 1/3. Number 15. Jawan solved 8 divided by 1/3 by using a related multiplication expression. Which multiplication expression did he solve? A, 8 times 1/3, B, 1/8 times 1/3, C, 8 times 3, or D, 1/8 times 3. Number 16. Lucy bought 9 yards of ribbon on a spool. She cut the ribbon into 1/2 yard pieces. Which equation represents the number of pieces of ribbon N Lucy has now? A, 9 divided by 1/2 equals N. B, 1/2 divided by 9 equals N. C, 2 divided by 9 equals N. Or D, 9 divided by 2 equals N.